Good morning, everybody. Today's dinner, what's for dinner? It's going to be beef and barley soup with garlic knots. So I think I have all the ingredients. Probably should have checked before I got this far, but we'll roll with it. We'll figure something out if we don't have all the ingredients. If you're new here, I do a lot of shopping hauls, what's for dinner, breakfast, lunch, artsy things. I'm not artsy, but just I hang out with those that are. And let's see, what else do I do? Day in the life. Today I have my granddaughter here, and she is working like a mule, and I paid her for it. She vacuumed, and she folded up the grocery bags, and let's see what else. She did some other things. I can't think of what she did. And now she's in the living room watching something on Netflix, a cartoon of some kind. I mean, it's for kids. I know that much. And I'm gonna get these vegetables chopped and get my Instant Pot with the meat ready to go and get this on the road. Thank you for stopping by. All right, we do have everything we need. We have tomato paste, beef base, pearl barley, beef broth. I don't have any in the freezer. I hardly ever do beef broth, so I just buy it. Some garlic, some onion, black pepper, salt, Worcestershire sauce, stew meat. I might cut these, I'm pretty sure, well, I'll have to look at them. I might cut them in smaller. So the first thing I need is a tablespoon of olive oil and these cut veggies. So I've got carrots, celery, and onions. And put them in here, saute them in the Instant Pot on saute function for 5 minutes. It's looking like it's going to be really good, I think. Sorry about that. Shouldn't tap like that. I know it's right in your ear. I'm going to let that go until it's a little bit soft and get other things ready. Okay, 5 minutes are up, and they're obviously, they're a little bit smaller, not a lot, but they're softer looking and everything. So now I'm going to put in the Better Than Bouillon beef base, some tomato paste, and some Worcestershire sauce, and stir that around. All right, I'm trying to deglaze now with the beef broth. I put about half in there. You don't want to leave bits on the bottom of your Instant Pot because you'll get a burn notice. They read that as burning food, which basically it is if you're deglazing it, but they don't realize that we call it flavor. So we get all of the good bits off. And I'll put the other half of this beef broth in there. Step back because I splashed it at me the first time. And I'm going to put in this much garlic. It's plenty. That's all you need to know. It's plenty. And I'm going to post this recipe in the description box so you won't have to try to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, so these are the last 3 ingredients. Half of the beef is already in there. I needed more room on the cutting board. I did cut them into smaller chunks because a lot of them were way too big. And then I just need to add this, the other half of this, the 1 cup of Barley, 1 cup of pearl barley. Actually, Barley is a little town right down the road. And then 1.5 cups of water. So cold water, because you don't want to add anything hot liquid-wise to your Instant Pot, because part of the cooking process in your Instant Pot is for it to warm up slowly to a steam, to a seal. So in these go. Everybody's in the hot tub so far except the last ingredients. I'm going to add the pearl barley. And I use Red Mill just because it's readily available here. And it's a brand that I've known for years. I haven't known pearl barley for years, but I've bought other things in that Red Mill brand. Here she is. give it a stir. And I think at this point I just seal it for that little bit of time. And I'll make the garlic knots, they're store-bought, the garlic knots right, before we eat. I always like to show this because I was so afraid of mine for years and years. So you've got a thing here. One says close, one says open. You want to just put the lid. It'll take a minute sometimes to drop down in there. You got to wiggle at it. Come on, Kendra. There. Now, if I want it to close, I'm going to turn it that way. So it's closed. Now I want to make sure that this is pointed away from me, from the front of the cooker, away. Now it's sealed. When this pops up, we start cooking at 25 minutes. I'm sorry, we started at 25 minutes, and it'll start, and as soon as it's done, you'll put 25 minutes on your timer here. As soon as it's done, you want to do a quick release on this so that you don't overcook anything because of the nature of the dish that we've prepared here. All right, I'm going to keep warm off. Now it just went on by itself. I put 25 minutes, I put high pressure, I put the lid on, the vent away from me, and it'll beep loudly when the 25 minutes is over. It doesn't start yet. It's just getting to where it needs to be to start timing 25 minutes. There we go, and that's it. It really is easy if you're not talking and showing what you're doing. You can crack this out super fast, and it's delicious. That stew meat gets buttery tender. I have a sheet here lined with nonstick foil just ready so I can turn on the oven and warm it up, and when this is going to happen, then I'll go ahead and get them started for the garlic knots. All right, I moved it forward so the steam releases, and as soon as this little red dot drops down, that means it's able to be opened. Time to put the garlic knots in. All right, the little red dot is done. Turn it, open it away from your face. Do it like this over the bowl so you don't drip it on yourself because it's screaming hot. Well, here it is, it's done. Patience and Donna, my daughter and granddaughter, had some for dinner and they both already left. And I'm having just a taste. What did I ate a tuna fish sandwich. So they said it wasn't too salty. I was worried it would be too salty. And they said that the meat was real tender from the pressure cooker. It's perfect. That meat is really tender. I like that. And it's not salty. In fact, Donna put more salt on hers, and I already ate half of this garlic knot. That's the best part. So that's my whole story, and I'm sticking to it. And I hope that you will consider subscribing if you stuck around this long. And also, leave a comment if you like. This wasn't a very expensive dinner. The biggest price tag thing, I guess, was probably that stew meat. So the rest of it was pantry stuff, really. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.